I welcome you all to my channel one more time. Today we are going to delve into a very important topic about how to stay afloat every new tax law. As we know that every government of the world here and there, they have their own way of reviewing and doing their tax. But regardless of any country, there are few practical ways of how to stay afloat any tax law, and I will encourage you to stay to the end of this video, because you are going to even learn more than tax. You are going to learn financial freedom, you are going to learn financial stability, and it is not just about the new tax law, as it were. It's about your own financial life and your own financial freedom. And by the end of this video, you are going to have a value for your time. So stay with me and let us journey together. So to stay afloat any tax law, there are few things basically you can do, and it will make you balance your income and with any tax law that may be implemented in your area, especially in Nigeria. So if you want to stay afloat any tax law, the first thing you have to do is increase in income, and then, or let me say, increase in income stream, what we call multiple stream of income. So multiple stream of income is not just about just staying financially buoyant or staying financially stable. Multiple stream of income is actually another blow to balance up your financial life, and also any tax law that may be thrown at you as a citizen. So it's like you are using one stone to kill two birds. So multiple stream of income is not just about you being financially buoyant only. It's also you are not a secret tool in staying afloat any financial law that may come your way. So in this 2026, I will implore you to take diversity of income seriously, because diversity of income is the heartbeat of beating any rigid tax law into a chaff, into a small sand. Because by the time you engage in multiple streams of income, you find that even at the end of any tax you are being given, or at the end of any tax you pay, you will still find out that you are not being affected as it ought to be, because you have multiple stream of income to cater for your need, and then to have leftovers or grant. The people that really have got affected in any tax reform are actually people who have just one stream of income, and then when the tax law hits them, it look as though it is the only stream that they are using to survive. So for you to survive in this extreme tax law that we are having in Nigeria today, I will implore you to take multiple stream of income seriously. It is a secret weapon, more than just being financially buoyant. It's a secret weapon to make you beat the tax law in one hand and then financially stable in another hand, because there's difference between being financially buoyant and financially stable. Because when you have finance that is stable, then you can say that you are not financially buoyant. But a new tax law can make you financially unstable, which lead to poverty and a lot of things that goes ahead with it. But when you are having multiple stream of income, you put yourself on the edge of being financially stable and also beating any tax law that may be thrown at you. So multiple stream of income is the first thing every citizen of Nigeria must look into. Yes, take into. Please don't rely on just one stream of income for daily life. It's very risky. in this world that we live in, even in the Western world as well, they have a rigid tax law. Although their benefits is different from our own, but multitude of income is also a blow to beat down those rigid tax. And also, the second thing I would want you to take note to stay afloat any rigid tax law is legalize your brand and entity. Legalize your brand and entity. You see, running away from tax can cost more penalty thereafter. You see, there's one thing about government of any country, running away from their tax is a lot of problem on its own, because the penalty that come after it make it more difficult, more difficult. So, and I will tell you why you should do this by the end of this video, because people will say, why should I even pay tax? They are not benefiting from anything, no, anything from me, blah blah blah. I will show you why, and we are going to read together the reason why you are going to legalize your entity. Because in a country very like Nigeria, they always come after people that are illegally operating. So in order to stay and beat the tax law, please find a way to legalize your entity and then register business that is known as upper hand. I know I'm saying this, I'm going to explain it later at the end of this video, because register businesses, register entity, register brand, feasibility, they have upper hand more than the ones that are not feasible, because they have a way to play their chess. If they have good lawyers and all of that, good accountants, they come out. But when you are infeasible and then you are not legalized, you are going to pay for two penalties. Number one, for running an illegal brand, illegal entity, illegal business, and also they will charge you for avoiding tax, which is another a great penalty. So to stay afloat, to be one ahead of tax, any rigid tax that will come your way, is to first be a legal entity. Be a legal entity. Be a legal entity, and you have to stay to the end of this video so that I can tell you why you have to be a legal entity. And then, because I will leave it to the end of the video. And then the third one is that if you want to stay afloat of any tax reform that will come your way, the third one is to adjust your spending, not your living. Because some people, according to Parkinson law says when people begin to have increase in income, they begin to increase their standard of living to match up with the level of what they are earning. So imagine somebody that is earning 50,000 per month and is living and his cost of living will be around 50,000 per month. But when that person got a salary increase or increase in income and all of that to 100,000, instead of him to be living his life at the initial stage of 50,000, you want to increase his cost of living to match what he's earning. That we call Parkinson law. So this law really affects people, because the moment people get to have increase in earnings, increase in income, they begin to increase their standard of living to match up, and by so doing, you are going to be hit so well with the new tax law. And not apart from new tax law, it's going to affect you financially, because whenever you are trying to meet or to meet up with what you are earning, eventually you're going to run into debt, and you're going to run into a lot of financial misfortune. So to stay afloat any tax law, you have to adjust your spending, you have to reduce your waste, stop spending unnecessarily, because everything you want to be spending upon, they have a lot of consumption tax, value tax, hidden charges. So there's a lot of inflation, price hike in many commodities in our society today. So spending much on commodities that are not useful for you is going to affect your income, and you are going to pay more to taxes like that. So avoid spending unnecessarily. Anything you don't need, or you want to spend to just make a name, you want to spend to just feel among, you want to spend to let people know that you too have arrived. They are very unnecessary, very unnecessary. So the best way to stay above any tax law is to learn how to spend and avoid waste, reduce your spending, and then it will make you balance your ledger, balance your income, balance your accounts, and make you stay uh, above tax. Because if you don't spend anyhow, you will not be victim of charges and all these VAT that's attached to our commodities in Nigeria today. So find a way to what adjust your spending, find a way to adjust your 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 waste. And the last thing I'm going to say to make you stay afloat any tax law that come your way is to stay informed. And you have to hear me carefully on this one. Please stay informed. One of the ways to stay above tax law is to stay informed. Number one, always follow official updates. Don't follow rumor. You see, one of the things that is killing Nigerians is that we follow rumor too much. Don't follow rumor, follow official updates, follow official information, follow what the government is saying. And by so doing, you are going to read carefully and understand what applies to you and what does not apply to you. You see, there are many panicking we are doing today that does not really warrant it. Is very uncalled for, because there are some tax law that does not apply to certain kind of people. And the problem is that when people hear tax, people don't really sit down and understand and read carefully. And in Nigeria, as a case study, we don't have the culture of reading. So people just think tax is for everybody, everything affects me. No. One of the ways to stay afloat any tax law is to read and understand what applies to you and what does not apply to you, because there are many things that does not apply to you, many things, and there are few things that applies that really affect you. So everything in the tax law does not affect you. For example, now, if a business owner, a company owner, or a CEO, there are some dimension of tax attached to you. If I'm a low income earner, rather, there's some tax that's attached to me. For example, the PIT law, the income tax, that law that was invented in Nigeria of recent, is for people that are 800,000 per annum. That means if you are earning below that amount, this tax does not apply to you. You see that now. But everybody believe that since I'm any salary, it's applied to me. No. If your salary per year does not up to that amount, it does not affect you. For example, someone who is earning something around 3,000 naira per month, in a year, that's around 600,000. It does not apply to you. It doesn't, because your income does not fall into the scale of 800,000 upward. You get it now. And also, there are some tax that only affect people that consume. We call it consumption tax or value added tax, utility tax. There are a lot of tax like that affect people. So, and those tax is only affect you when you buy things. So that means you only buy things that is useful for you. You get it now. So you have to stay informed. You must read carefully and understand what applies to you and what does not apply to you. So the new tax law have grade and have income that is affected. So if you don't fall below in the midst of those income, it does not affect you. You get it now. So, and also, ignorance of the law is very expensive. Very expensive. So one of the ways to stay afloat any given tax reform law is to what? Stay informed. Stay informed. Stay informed. You don't survive tax by just complaining. You survive tax by being smarter, and then you beat the system. You know, in Nigeria, people are expecting us to, uh, to flood the streets, and then we complain, we protest, which is good. If you want to do it, it's fine. And also, there are other systematic way to beat tax. Yes, there are. If you have people who are you have accountants, you have lawyers, there are ways to they can help you to beat tax so that you will not be cheated by the government. Because if a business who is rolling on no sales, who is running on debt, will not pay tax. If you have a proper lawyer and proper accountant, you get it now. So if you have a proper lawyer and accountant, they can help you keep simple records of your sales, your expenses, everything. There's a record for it, and you can use legal allowances and exceptions, and then you can use all other proper recording to beat tax. So by the time, even the time you have issues with tax personnel, they come around, they want to vet your income, everything. When you have a proper legal backed document, you beat them. So more than just complaining, just feeling, there are a lot of ways to beat tax. So, and a lot of ways I found out to beat tax, especially in Nigeria, is find a way to legalize your document, because they will be needed and they will be useful for you when things go sour. So when things go sour, when you have a legal document back with stamp, back with date. That's why I told you in last time. I told you earlier that you have to be a legal entity, a legal business, because you are a legal business and you found out that you are not running an illegal business, then you have a legal documented proper sales and expenses. You have what you have as income, you have what you spend as your cost. So, and then everything is stamped, everything is signed, everything is documented with dates. You see it now. So by the time the legal part or the tax reform personnel come to you and say, come and pay your tax, and you show them documents that legally back up, so you have upper hand. Even if you resort to court case, you have upper hand in court. See that now. So there are a lot of ways to stay afloat any given tax reform law that may come our way. So I believe that this is a very helpful video for especially Nigerians to not just stay in panic and all of that, to make us be alert and fully aware of how to stay afloat these tax reform laws that come our way. And so I believe that this video has become a source of information to you, and more of this will still be coming your way. I was able to drop few videos about the tax reform law, and then how we can find a way around it, and then also how we can beat and stay afloat of all the situation as information and the legal side of it will back us up. So I believe that this video has become a source of help to you. So do where to like, comment what you feel about the video, about the information, and also subscribe for more of this. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.